Good morning, guys. I've had a request for a quick, easy length calibration. It's a piece of cake. I'll show you the video real quick. But normally I would do this maybe once every week, once every couple of weeks. If I get off the float, anything like that, I'd do a length calibration. It does tend to vary sometimes depending on the type of wood you're cutting. When the weather gets colder, the limbs come off different. If you're in heavier brush or heavier limbs, stuff like that, it can change the way your measuring wheel reacts. So hopefully this is a big help. It's just a quick and easy deal, and I'll show you here on the computer how we do it. So first of all, you're gonna see I'm gonna go up here. Now it's fairly early in the morning. I just got started not long ago. I'm gonna go up to my white or my yellow arrow, and I'm gonna go down to system configuration, customization, and units. Now right now I'm in imperial, so it takes it down to like quarter of an inch kind of thing. I want to turn it to metric, and that will take me to millimeters. It's a finer measurement, and I usually like to tend to do it that way. So then I set it back to my blue arrow, which brings me to my main screen. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually cut a tree, and I'm going to lay it down on top of this little runner here. I laid a runner down. That keeps my butts up in the air real quick. So put my phone in my holder. Oh, come on. I'm going to grab this tree because I set that aside. Hopefully it's a good tree. And it looks like there's not going to be any rod in it. You don't want to have one that you got to buck a lot of rod off of. So, nope, it's good. So, first of all, I'm going to try to get at least a 16-footer. Good. Then I'm going to get, I got two 16-footers. So, we'll measure those out. And regardless of what I take off it, it's going to change the length based on what it is. So we're going to do that. And now, take that off there, and I'm going to show you back here. When I go back into this, I'm going to come over to this little circle here. This is my diameters. So my head's open. It says it's 697 millimeters. Double click that. You can do it with there. So you can see here it's got softwood 1, so this is my first log that I cut, this is my second log that I cut. It's telling me that the first log is 500, the second log is 501. Then it gives me a diameter too. So the diameter is the same way. You can check the diameter while you're doing these. But right now I'm going to get out and I'm going to check my links to make sure that they're 500 and 501. So I'm down on the ground here. My head's all shut down, my head's over there. It's out of the way, so I'm not gonna have any problems there. I'm gonna come to my first tree, which is this one. This is where my butt was. Hook it on. And we're gonna measure. So that is about, well, actually it's right on 500. So that one's 500. Go to my second tree. A little bit more difficult to get that one in there, but we'll get it in there. There we are. Then we come over, and this one's about 499, something like that. So it's pretty close. While I'm here, I'm going to just check my diameters real quick. So 65. It's a little trickier. 115. So I'm going to go back up in there, and I'll show you what to do on the computer. Okay, so we're back in the machine now, and I'm going to come back over to my log. So this little space here is where I make my adjustments. So I'm going to click on that. That'll bring it up to 500. So my first log was right on the money. My second log, 501, was close, but it was about 499. Chances are it skipped a little bit. So there. Now I checked in here. My diameters while I was down there was 165, so that's hitting right on the money. The other one was about 115. So I'll make that quick adjustment while I'm right here. And now they're set. So this is what basically the computer says it was on these ones. The second one that I just adjusted is for making your adjustments. Now, what you need to remember is that you can't adjust these more than 5 millimeters at a time. So if you have one that's out like 15 millimeters, adjust it smaller or larger by 5 millimeters until you get there. So you might have to do 3 or 4 trees. So then I'm going to come in here and hit save. I'm going to click OK. So it's telling me here where these yellow marks are that it's okay, but I can still calibrate it if I want. So I'm going to click on it anyway. So it says calibrate now. Come down to start calibration. It'll make the quick adjustments. Next. Then it'll show me the curve basically of what happened here, that it was right here. It's a little out of whack, so it's gonna change that. I can go here to next, and then it's asking me if I want to do it for all the species, which I did. I want to do it for all species. And there it's done. So then I just go back out, go back down to my system configuration, to units, and set back to Imperial. Now, typically what I'm going to do is I'm going to fall a few more trees, get out again, and just double check it. It should be accurate because that was pretty accurate anyway. And yeah, I don't bother doing it for things like my hardwood, scruffy or stuff like that. I usually do it on my fir just because it's the most accurate diameter I'm going to get. And you can see, like, I'm not cutting great big stuff. You know, it's pretty good garbage right now. And yeah, so do it on something that's going to give you a pretty accurate measurement, and hopefully everything will work good for you. If you have any questions, throw them in the comments, and we'll see you next time.